Beatrice Elachi is no stranger to public scrutiny, known for her fearless voice in Kenyan politics and currently serving as the Member of Parliament for Dagoretti North. She has held the national attention with her bold leadership and fierce debates, but behind the political firebrand is a deeply personal story, a failed marriage, a shocking DNA revelation, and a tragedy that reunited two former lovers in mourning. It's the kind of story that feels pulled from a drama script, only this time it's painfully real. Welcome to TMN Media and remember to subscribe. Now, Beatrice Elachi's marriage to Brian Tendo Agunda began in 2007 in what many close to the couple described as a beautiful love story. The two bonded over their shared love for rumba music. Their chemistry was magnetic. As Elachi's political star began to rise, Brian stood by her, loyal, supportive, and proud of her ambition. Together, they built a home and welcomed two children into their family, or so they believed. Their unraveling began years later when Brian, for reasons still privately held, requested a DNA test for their second-born child. The results were explosive. The child was not his. The biological father, as later reports revealed, was an Arab man with whom Elachi had allegedly been involved with during a period she worked in Mombasa. The revelation ripped their marriage apart. Brian walked away from the union, leaving behind not just a broken marriage, but a storm of betrayal, heartbreak, and unanswered questions. The divorce was messy and public, leaving a deep scar on both sides. The couple's post-divorce relationship wasn't any less turbulent. They continued co-parenting their firstborn daughter, but clashed over finances and responsibilities. Elachi later took Brian to court, accusing him of neglecting to pay their child's school fees. The court ruled in her favor and ordered Brian to meet his obligations. Public opinion was deeply divided, with some rallying behind Elachi as a wronged mother and others sympathizing with Brian, who many believed had been deceived. And then tragedy struck. In March 2025, Beatrice and Brian's son Elvis Murakana, the same child whose paternity had fractured their marriage, died in a horrific road accident. A tire burst caused the car to overturn, claiming the young boy's life in a moment that devastated both parents. It was the kind of loss that forces even bitter enemies to stand side by side. Images from the funeral told a story words couldn't. Elachi and Brian, once estranged, stood together, their grief uniting them in a silence deeper than any courtroom or scandal. The pain on their faces echoed across the nation. For a moment, the drama and history melted into a shared heartbreak. Despite the emotional reunion, there had been no indication that reconciliation is on the table. Elachi had since focused her energy on her political duties and had even begun to advocate for road safety in memory of her late son. Brian, on the other hand, had remained mostly silent, keeping out of the public eye. Their story is not just about betrayal or politics. It's about how the most personal parts of public figures often remain hidden until life or death forces them into the open. A scandal broke their marriage. A tragedy brought them back, if only briefly. This is the untold emotional journey of Beatrice Elachi and Brian inspired Tendo Agunda, one that reminds us that behind every public persona lies a very human story. Thank you for watching this TMN Media Special. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more real-life accounts behind Kenya's most powerful personalities. Until next time, stay informed and stay human.